is not to ever leave the heat in the same spot for too long, and to keep the flame moving constantly. In this particular piece, I'm actually weaving the glass and creating a kind of interlocking pattern similar to what you might see in a grapevine, a dried grapevine. I got the idea looking at my dried up bushes of Russian sage and Mexican sage. When a plant is dry like that, you really can appreciate the structure. In this piece, I have to incorporate a lot of temporary braces here along the top. These are very thin rods, and they're there as a temporary support while I begin to build out a dense layering of interwoven glass strands. And then once I build it up to a certain point, the bracing along the top and along here will be removed. And that will allow me to actually shape some of these pieces and to add curvature and to consolidate and fuse together the different pieces along the top edge so that the whole structure will be stable and you will be able to handle it. This is a fairly large piece compared to some of the other ones I've done. This piece is kind of a large vessel form, and it's mainly a kind of a hollow, empty vessel. And it's not really meant to hold anything substantial, although I have thought about filling it with glass balls or other shapes that I could develop on a tabletop mounted torch. It's a very spontaneous process, and it's very much like drawing to me, and I think that's why I've been so excited about this new process, which is that it's really allowed me to incorporate the spontaneity of my drawing process into an actual sculptural form. And I have a lot of ideas about where to take these in terms of the human figure, but also in terms of additional plant forms and structures. What appeals to me, though, about these particular kinds of forms and structures, beyond the spontaneousness and the drawing, is that, you know, over the years, I've had a tendency, as Elizabeth King pointed out to me when I was an undergrad at VCU. Actually, I graduated. I was taking classes with her after graduation, before I went into graduate school, and she told me that my work was very embellished. And it's always been very embellished. It's very complex. I think that's why a lot of the visionary artists appeal to me. In some way, I think that, you know, I have a visionary tendency, which is to continue to add and build to the point of utter profusion. And I think that is something I'm trying to attain in these pieces as well, is by continuing to add the glass strands and to weave them and to build them into a dense structure. The end result is one of profusion and wonder.